So my 7-star luck has not been great lately, to say the least. I've been getting a lot of dupes on champs that don't really need more SIGs. Like I have a 660 rocket now, my Storm X is SIG 80, that's my highest SIG 7-star. I was even considering taking her up to rank 2 cause that'll help prestige, but I'm still not really feeling it. A few weeks ago I pulled Black Cat twice in 1 week, although one was from a romance crystal. Same with Emma Frost, last month I pulled her twice in 1 week from a 7-star crystal. I also recently duped War Machine, Iron Man Infinity War, who I guess is not the worst for defense. And then in terms of new champs, I've pulled Domino, one of the better ones, although I also recently got a Colossus and Invisible Woman. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them, especially Invisible Woman, and I also recently pulled the OG Iron Man, although I do have a rank 5. So I'm not really in a rush to take up the 7-star because I have invested in the 6-star who is also pretty high SIG. And my 7-star tech roster is actually quite strong now. The only good ones from the 7-star crystal I don't have are Guardian, Sam Wilson, and Lady Deathstrike. So the 7-star luck has not been great over the past month, but this somewhat made up for it because Hyperion is just one of those champs that I've always wanted as a 7-star even before I knew he would be available as a 7-star, because he is my all-time favorite cosmic champ in the game. I think he was my second rank 5 5-star back in 2018, and that was a crazy year for champs. We got Domino, Ghost, Corvus, Omega Red, Aegon, Cap Infinity War, Void, just so many really strong champs came out that year. And I mean, back then they were even more busted than they are now. But Hyperion is just one of those champs that has managed to stay fairly relevant over the years. He has taken a bit of a dip with some of these newer cosmics like Hulkling and Gallon, but he is still amazing. In fact, he's one of the oldest best champs in the game because he came out in 2016 and has never been buffed or rebalanced. I don't think there's a better champ that's older than him that can say the same. This champ is over 7 years old, yet he's still so good at version 1.0. So I'm so glad I decided to wait a bit for my next cosmic rank up because I was strongly considering either rank 2 Maestro or rank 5 CGR, but the duped Hype just had to go up first. So after taking him to rank 2, the first fight I decided to try him in is this Winter of Woe Nebula. Might not be the fastest, but he works really well for this matchup, largely just due to the power gain, allowing you to just spam special attacks which can't get auto-blocked. He can counter the auto block, although it's not as reliable or efficient because you do need to have at least 6 buffs to guarantee that your basics won't get auto blocked. So that's 1 power gain and at least 5 furies, which is not easy to gain and maintain because your heavy attack can also get auto blocked. The only way to safely drop a heavy attack without having all those furies is to first drop a special 2 and hope that it stuns, because the stun is 4 seconds, which is more than enough to cover his heavy animation. However, it only has a 60% chance to trigger off the special 2, so it's not exactly guaranteed, which is why I mostly stuck to the special 1 spam for this fight with little to no furies. I did drop a couple of special 2s, although it seemed a bit counterproductive at times because you don't always get the stun. And even if you do get the stun, sometimes the heavy attack just doesn't give you enough furies to make it worth it. And now I'm just realizing one thing I could have tried is to parry and then drop the heavy attack but cancel it after the first hit with the special attack. Not sure if that would have been better though, it might just slow down the tempo of the fight. And Hype is still pretty RNG reliant, or rather I should say to get really good damage and optimize the results you do need a bit of good RNG. But even if you don't, the damage can still be pretty good, especially if they aren't Incinerate immune. And also for this fight in particular, you don't want to be parrying a lot because stuns will nullify one of your buffs. That's why when I started I was only parrying just before my power gain expired so I wouldn't lose out too much. Since you can't auto block while stunned, you can still parry and do 3 hits to gain power. So this fight is basically just get to special 3 and then start spamming special 1s. No need to parry heavy and special 2 is optional. Fight time was a little over 4 minutes, which I think is decent for a rank 2 against a champ with over 1 million health, even with class advantage, because the nodes also limit his potential. If I was able to parry heavy a lot more, then the damage would be a lot better. But I was more so pleased with how easy he made the fight. I finished with over 90% health, and I didn't need to do multiple attempts to get it right. But overall, I'm just really happy to have this champ as a rank 2 7-star SIG 20. And the beautiful thing about Hype's SIG ability is you really don't need anything more than SIG 20, because with the way it scales, you get almost as much benefit from SIG 1 to 20 as you would from SIG 20 to 200. So it's really nice if you have a gem but no stones or very little stones for him. Oh, and in terms of setup, I am running a rank 1 6-star Gamora relic, which is nice for more Fury RNG and potency or duration. Wouldn't mind duping it because I think you would benefit even more if I remember correctly. And then in terms of stat focus, I'm going with the classic, crit rate and block penetration. Might change the crit rate to special damage, but for now it's fine. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this one. Hope you found it interesting, and as always, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.